Today we're going to look at the benefits of using Command Workstation for your everyday printing. Command Workstation, like any program, when you first look at it, looks overwhelming with the number of options, tabs, and settings. But once you get the hang of it, and it becomes second nature, you'll look back and think, how did I ever print anything without Command Workstation? First, we'll walk through how we typically print a flyer without using Command Workstation. So we'll open up the customer's artwork, a print-ready PDF, in Adobe Acrobat. This customer requested their print job to be completed at 34th Street, so we'll go into the print folder in our company Dropbox for 5815. Once we open the PDF, I'll change the settings to show the entire page, and we can see by moving the cursor to the bottom left that this PDF is larger than a standard letter. This denotes that the file includes bleed. For regular printing, you would typically press the print icon. Eventually, the print dialog box will pop up, and you can select the printer you want to send the file to. For this exercise, we'll select the Ricoh 5503. Your print dialogs may look a little different depending on your printer model, but the same general rules will apply. With the correct printer selected, I want to change the properties of the print job. From here, we'll change where the paper is being pulled from and the paper weight. This job will be printed on cardstock and will pull from the bypass tray. Under detailed settings, we also want to make sure that the file will print at actual size. Very rarely will you need to fit to print, so we'll turn this off to ensure the size is correct on the printed file. Press OK to continue with the changes you've made and print. Once printed, we'll close Acrobat Reader. But wait, we actually need to print more. So let's reopen Acrobat, click Print, look at the properties to make sure that nothing has changed, and we can see here that all of our properties have resetted to their default settings. So we have to make the same changes all over again to ensure that we print the same way as the first file. Now, let's go to Command Workstation to see how much better this program is for printing. On the main screen, click File Import or the Import icon in the top tray. A dialog box will pop up asking you to select a file. We'll go to 5815's print folder on the company Dropbox and select the same wedding invite we just printed. Once selected, click Open, and then on the next box, click Hold. This will drop your file into the Held section of the Command Workstation. Select the file name and press Properties, or you can double-click the file to get the same screen. Click on Media, and here we'll change the paper type and input tray to let the machine know that we want to print on cardstock from the bypass tray. Depending on your printer model, you may need to select paper type. For this printer, we'll select coated matte for our matte cardstock. Under Layout, make sure your scale setting is set to 100% and Scale to Fit is not selected. Under Color, make sure Color is selected if you're printing in color. Under Image, click Image Smoothing and turn the text graphics quality the best. Under Finishing, for single-sided prints, which we are printing here, turn the output delivery to face up normal order and turn the shift mode to off. This will ensure the fastest possible printing settings and you won't have to worry about jogging stacks of paper together. Lastly, go to the Job Info section and make sure that you are only printing one copy to ensure everything looks good and no changes need to be made. With these settings in place, we're ready to print one copy. After it prints, we'll shut down Command Workstation solely for the purpose of this exercise. Remember when we closed down Acrobat and all our settings changed back to their defaults? Command Workstation isn't like that. I'll reopen Command Workstation, and I know that everything on my printed flyer looks correct based on the original digital artwork from the PDF. So now I'll go back to our Printed tab. On newer versions of Command Workstation, this tab is on the left. On older versions, like the one at Slaughter for instance, the tab is above the file names. We'll double-click on the file name or highlight and press Properties. Click on Media, Image, Finishing, and all your settings have remained even though you closed the program. Now we're ready to print the rest of this job. This makes reprinting quicker and easier. Your command workstations are set to keep the 50 to 100 most recent printed files on the server. So if this customer ordered these on Monday, for instance, and then needed to reprint them on Wednesday, so long as you haven't done 100 print jobs since, you can reprint with the same exact settings as if you printed both requests at the same time. This eliminates guesswork, and we can ensure a professional experience for our customers.